Facilities that make this program possible are provided by the City of Highland Park. Programs are produced independently by members of the community. The City of Highland Park is not affiliated with the following program or the producers of public access programming and is not responsible for the content. The following program does not reflect the opinions of the City of Highland Park.
Hello, I'm Joyce of the Highland Park Senior Producers, and today we have a wonderful guest for you. Her name is Mindy Tiberi, and she's the Director of Education at the Art Center, TAC, and it's in Highland Park, and we're going to tell you about all the new classes that are being offered. She's going to tell you, I should say, and the classes, brand new classes and the new instructors and how good they are and everything.
Right.
Okay. Hi, welcome, Mindy.
Thank you. Thanks,
Glad
Joyce.
to have you here. James, your director, was on a few weeks ago.
That's what I
He
understand.
said you must have Mindy on. So here you are.
Well, and thank you for having me. I'm really excited because we've got a lot of new things happening at the Arts Center. We're referring to it as a new day at the Arts Center.
I was at a few events there within the last month. I didn't recognize the place. It's so really up to the minute. Yeah, it was very interesting.
Well, we are excited. We've got, of course, our new executive director, James Lynch, who you just mentioned.
Yeah.
And we're excited about the direction that he's guiding us into. It's very collaborative, which is so important in any organization, that everybody has a say and we listen to each other and we all work together. So.
I know he's wonderful. He was my acting teacher. We had an acting group and for a good couple of years.
Yeah.
And even if you're not a good actor, you are after you've been through his sessions. He brings it out of you. I don't know what it is.
Well,
but
that
it's
says a lot about
my
him.
personality changed and everything. Now I don't shut up.
That's great.
As they
great.
say, enough already.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, what would you like to start with?
Well, we'll talk a little bit about what else is new there, because in addition to the new executive director, we really are focusing on listening to the public demand.
Oh, that's good.
What the public's looking for.
Yeah.
As an arts center, of course, we offer classes and workshops. We're well known for that.
Yes.
And our exhibits as well. But really being able to provide what the public, we're a community organization, so we want to provide what the community needs.
Yes.
Part of that is determining what classes we haven't offered in the past, and then now filling those gaps. So we've hired several new instructors. We have new classes, including animation, which I'm relatively new in this role myself, only 6 months, but I don't believe we've had animation, at least not recently. Also illustration, and our illustration teacher, his name is Eugene Smith, and he focuses on real-world professional illustration. And illustrators often need to be able to illustrate books, editorials, and publications, so he's really offering an in-depth, it's an intensive in illustration, so that should be good. We also have a really exciting new instructor. Her name is Ann Luke, and she offers classes in visual sketchbook journaling, which is a new thing for the Art Center as well. And that means illustrated words, learning how to add a visual image to your day-to-day, who you are and what you want to do in journaling. So it allows people to really dig in deep and come up with some visuals. So it's pretty cool what she does. We have knitting, we have iPad painting, we have iPhone photography, book making and print making and paper making. And back to this artist, Ann Luke, she does something called word illustration. And that's just such a cool thing that a lot of people are excited about. You can see her style is very distinct.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a lot of fun.
Oh,
lots
yeah.
and lots of fun.
Yeah, who thought of all these things? It's very interesting.
Well,
you?
it's collaborative.
Oh,
it
right,
comes
right.
back to listening to what is the demand from the public, and then
True.
finding teachers who can provide that.
You've been with the Art Center 6 months, correct?
That's
But
correct.
you said you were also a teacher there 8 years ago, was it?
Well, from 2000 to 2006, so 6 years, I did teach painting and drawing at the Art Center. So I've come back. It's like coming
Yeah.
home.
And what did you do in between? You had mentioned.
So I had a mural painting company for
Oh.
many years, a graphic design company with my husband, and then I worked at a university for 8 years. So all these things going on in between, but now I'm back to the Art Center.
Yeah, happily, right.
Yeah.
All these changes are wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, what a difference.
Yes. And another program we're offering now, it's a wellness program.
Oh, yeah.
So we've expanded that. And I know we wanted to talk a little bit about what's happening this summer. And for that, I'm really excited about
Yeah.
our summer camp.
Oh, yeah, for the kids.
Yeah, for the kids.
What is the age group for that?
So the youngest would be 6, and the oldest is 17.
Oh,
There's a lot of opportunities for younger children, as well as teens. There's a film camp for teenagers.
Oh.
Well, really ages 12 to 17 for the
Oh, right.
filmmaking, but it's for kids who are really serious about exploring the whole experience of filmmaking. It's run by 2 award-winning film directors
Oh.
and filmmakers, and that's Reno Liberatori and Jill Dunbar. They're a husband-wife filmmaking team.
Oh.
So we're really excited to have them on board. They've taught this camp before, and people love it. So if you know anyone who's interested in filmmaking and they're a teen and that's something they've always wanted to do, this is the camp for them.
Oh, yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
interesting. Too bad I'm not a teen.
You know, we all could turn back the clock, right? We also have a mixed media art camp and a mural painting camp with Beth Shader, who's a world-renowned mural painter.
Really? Oh.
And we have printmaking camp, teen art intensive, and I heard a little secret that this summer they're going to do life-size self-portraits.
Oh,
So
that's
that should
good.
be quite a
Yeah,
cool experience
yeah,
for
I
the
like
teens.
that.
Yeah. And of course, the arts and crafts camp and the ceramics camp, really popular. So we're excited about that. And then we have our ongoing classes for youth as well. And that includes fashion accessories, film star of the future. That's for kids who want to get into being, I would say, on-camera talent.
Oh,
And you
here
know
I
a little
am.
bit about that, right?
Yeah, but
Right?
is there an age limit?
Well, it is geared toward teens, but maybe we could sneak you in. There's a Paint Like the Masters class. A lot of our classes are for after school and then on Saturdays.
Oh, no
And-
Sunday, though.
Not well.
But you have
not right
events
now.
on
We
Sundays,
do.
I know.
We do, and we
Yeah.
have a few workshops on Sundays. There's a photo hangout for teens after school.
Oh, that's good for them
That's
to
a good
have
one, to
something
have
do, somewhere
Productive
to
things to do after school.
go. Oh, yeah.
A superhero design workshop on Saturdays for
My
kids.
goodness, you're so
So
busy
many.
there.
And then,
my gosh.
jewelry. I have to mention,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
offering teen jewelry making and enameling.
Because that's so popular now.
That is. And we have a great little jewelry and metalsmithing studio at the Art Center. And a tween teen wheel throwing and ceramics.
Oh.
So that's really a lot of cool activities for youth, but it doesn't stop there because we have a full curriculum for adults as
Up
well.
to age 100, you said.
Well,
And then you
we wouldn't kick
discriminate,
anybody
right?
out after
Even
100.
if you're over 100, you're out.
They could be there as long as they want.
Okay, or able to.
Or able, right? But you know, we are an accessible building, and we have so many new
Located right
classes.
in downtown Highland Park.
Yeah, right there on Sheridan Road, just north of Central
Central.
Street, and it's a beautiful facility.
Yeah, it's fairly new, a few years old, right? Because I know when I took acting, it was in above a restaurant or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So it's moved to a much larger facility.
Oh, yeah.
I think it moved in probably 2004 or 2005.
Oh,
And the gallery spaces are beautiful.
Oh, right.
The Art Center.
yeah.
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 And I also wanted to mention we have some new master classes.
Oh, what are those?
2D design and color theory, also with Beth Shader, the one who's teaching mural painting in the summer.
Oh.
And we have an encaustic explorations class with Jenny Lerner, a well-known Chicago encaustic artist. Now, encaustic is wax and pigment that's fused together to create beautiful imagery. So it's a very exciting field in visual art. Encaustics, a lot of people are excited about that
Oh, yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So that's happening.
Yeah, so many new things, my goodness.
But also, not just for advanced or serious art students who've been doing it for a while, we welcome beginners
Oh,
as well. You know, we
Yeah.
have a class called Drawing for Those Who Don't Think They Can. So if somebody
Oh, yeah.
has always wanted to explore their visual creativity, but maybe they were intimidated or afraid or something, we do have very welcoming classes
yeah,
for that.
that's important to get started with
Absolutely.
it. Yeah, because sometimes you figure you won't know what to do if you're not in the beginning, you know.
That's right, that's right. And I also wanted to talk a little bit about the wellness program that I mentioned. We've really expanded upon it. We have something called Art and Personal Growth. One of our instructors, she's a psychologist and an artist.
Oh,
And so she runs Art and Personal Growth and Your Brain, Your Art, which are really great, groundbreaking classes that help people just learn more about themselves while they learn to express themselves.
oh,
And we have Connecting to the Creative Process. I wanted to talk a little bit about that because this is new for TAC, the Art Center. In Evanston, there's a program called Open Studio Project that was founded by art therapists.
oh,
And for the first time ever, we're bringing that to TAC. And Connecting to the Creative Process is a class where the facilitator lays out all kinds of materials, whether it's painting, drawing, sculptural, three-dimensional materials, and she guides the students where they start out, it's like a journaling process. They set an intention for what they'd like to work on. Maybe they're releasing a trauma they've experienced, or maybe they're joyous about something and they really want to enhance that joy. There is so many reasons to create, and in this class they are guided to do that.
oh,
So then they spend some studio time actually creating, and then from there they write a bit about what they just experienced. They can share that. It's a very unique approach, and it's really great for anyone who's involved in creativity, whether you're a teacher, an artist, someone who's wanted to dabble. It's just a great class, Connecting to the Creative Process,
Oh.
for the first time ever.
Oh,
at
great.
TAC.
Have they showed any of your,
You know, I haven't seen any of the
Okay.
images yet. Maybe we can put some of those up on the screen
right.
and take a look at some of these classes I've
Very
been
good, yeah.
telling
yeah.
you about.
Yeah.
It'd be great to see those. Some of the other classes. Now that one is part of that Anne Luke word illustration
something.
and
Oh.
visual sketchbook journaling. Yes, and so those are what some of her images look like. She guides
Oh.
people to create their own visual journals, and maybe we can look at the next one. And we'll just keep going through those because
Yeah.
they're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
cartoony.
here's one.
Oh, here's one that's one of our youth programs. It's ceramics, and our ceramics department is tremendous. We have phenomenal teachers for ceramics, and it's for youth as well as adults. It's pottery. It's also hand building, and all kinds of glazes, and they are always having the kilns firing. And maybe we can look at the next image. We can just keep flipping through these. Here's another
Yeah,
word
one
art
after another.
piece, and it's illustration. That's like a visual sketchbook journaling piece. And why don't we just go through these relatively quickly now, since we've been talking? That's
Yeah.
another journal,
That's
sketchbook
interesting. I
journaling.
like that one.
She has a class called Draw Your Heart Out.
Oh.
So she's really creative. This is an image from our summer camp. And we'll just keep scrolling through these images. And that's an illustration from Eugene Smith, the illustrator who's going to be teaching the new illustration class at TAC. We're very excited about that. And I believe we have another one of his. That looks like a piece from Alice in Wonderland that he's illustrated. So he's tremendous. He's got quite a portfolio and provides great guidance to the students. And we'll look at the next one. That's by Fran Vale. And she's one of our instructors. She teaches nature drawing. She also teaches a pen and ink and brush class, quite beautiful. And the next one just shows one of our art students working on a landscape drawing. So again, one of our nature classes.
How long is a class usually?
Classes can range from 2 hours to 3 hours, depending if it's a workshop or a class. Kids' class is a little bit shorter. We know their attention span might not be able to handle anything longer. Right now you're looking at the cover of our new spring catalog. Spring classes start April 9th. Registration is open now, and we're excited. We have early bird discounts.
Oh yeah, you mentioned
that. If individuals register right away, they might be able to still take advantage of the early bird discount. That's a cover of our summer camp catalog. Same thing, early bird.
And you also mentioned membership discounts too for all ages.
That's right. We have memberships at the Art Center, and a membership allows an individual or a family to take advantage of discounts on classes and workshops, as well as exhibiting in our student and our member and faculty exhibit called In View. It's once a year, every January. So that's a really fun opportunity. Not too many people get to exhibit in a gallery like the Art Center offers. This is an image, one of our portrait classes. This one's by Jason Bentley. It's a gouache painting, and he's going to be teaching it in the spring with us as well. And that's one of our images from our class called The Shape of Things. Her name
is that a mango?
Those are really large, I believe, lemons.
Oh, they don't even,
or they could be mangoes. But so we range from traditional still life drawing and painting to really extreme, abstract expressionist type work. This image is by Beth Shader, and it coincides with her two-dimensional design and color theory master class that she'll be offering.
Are students graded or anything, or not? It's
not graded, but they can receive constructive feedback from their instructors, as well as there's a social component when you're in an art class, and you can share feedback with your classmates as well, your studio mates, I should say. So
there's no such thing as best picture of the year.
Well, if it's that leads to the area of juried exhibitions, which is something we also offer. Right now, we're still looking at some of our youth
maybe
art.
Too much jealousy too.
But this piece is one of the walls in the studios where the kids, they have a cartooning class on Saturdays with Cheryl Steiger. She's a longtime teacher at the Art Center. And we're excited by what comes out of those classes every Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon.
Recently, there was a whole room just of students' pictures.
Right.
Right.
In February, it's Youth Art Month, and so we did have the high schools for the first couple weeks of February, and then the elementary and middle school students' artwork taking over the whole building.
I know, unreal. It looked so different than it used
And we have another one coming up. This is actually a drawing by a child as well at the Art Center. Beautiful little drawing.
Do you have any showing of seniors?
I believe we do. We have a lot of work. There was one, this one is also one of the youth, but we do have the one that showed the landscape painter. I believe he is. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about the wellness program that we were discussing, because there's also classes like the art of play and gratitude journaling, and creative journeys with healing art, and graphic dream journaling. So some of these help the individual really dive in. So that's a pretty exciting thing. But about wellness, I just want to say one more thing, because while we have some designated wellness classes that I've just mentioned, if you think about it, everything we offer contributes to the individual's well-being. You know, being able to create and tell your story, because everyone has a story.
Correct.
So being able to express your own uniqueness is really a very nurturing act, and it allows individuals to really connect. And that is just so important in this day and age. People can feel alienated, and this gives an individual a sense of community, expressing themselves, whether they're in ceramics, photography, jewelry making, any of the different departments we offer. It's all to contribute toward the individual's wellness.
And also, didn't you mention there was something like after classes where they could do something?
After school classes?
After the art class where they can hang out or something.
Oh, the photo hangout for teens. Yeah, there's a lot of
Keep
activities.
them off the streets.
Well,
and everything.
that's an important time
I
of
know,
day.
I know.
When school ends, in between school and dinner, if a child doesn't have something meaningful to do, that's when they can get into some trouble. So
exactly.
we're very happy to be there in the community
Oh,
for
right.
individuals.
That's very
Yeah.
important. Yeah, I remembered you had mentioned that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And if I don't know if we have any more time, but I just wanted to mention, the Arts Center Highland Park is a nonprofit organization, a 501c3 arts organization.
Oh.
And we're just dedicated to providing the education and the exhibits and the experiences of the arts for the public, for the community.
Right. Yeah.
So it's a real joy, a real honor.
I know when James, I had some other positions with the city, that he and the mayor and some other people said, why should people go downtown to Chicago? They can see it all here. I mean.
Yeah, and it's free parking.
Yeah, and that's a big difference.
It is. It is. If you park downtown, you're going to spend a fortune.
And especially, I once lived at the Hancock Building, and if relatives or anybody came, God, it was a fortune to park there.
We try to be as accessible and convenient as possible.
Right.
And, I mean, if we're offering over 400 art classes a year,
Oh my goodness.
that's a lot. And
Oh yeah, and you have a lot of activities coming up also.
yeah,
right?
the exhibitions and I don't know if we've had a chance to look at that page of exhibitions and events, but it's plentiful. We have a curator on staff, Karen Rudman, and she's come up with amazing shows. They're juried exhibitions. So artists from not just the local community, but all over can submit their
really?
artwork. So it's really a very full environment for the arts, an art-filled environment.
I've been to, since I've spoken to several exhibits there.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there's something else.
Oh, there it is. There it is. That is the exhibitions and events for the year of 2018.
Oh.
So our current exhibit is Contemporary Native American Art.
I saw that too.
And Journey to America. So it's very interesting juxtaposition of talking about the immigration story and the Native American story.
Oh.
And these pieces are hung together. So that's
I know one of the
great
artists
show.
was there at the exhibit.
Yeah.
I remember being introduced to her.
Right. And there's quite a few other shows coming up. Eco art is coming up, and that's art that really deals with the environment. And we'll see how that one is juried, and we'll see what comes of that. But these shows have been really enriching for the participants and the community that comes to view them.
Very good.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're happy with your position
I
there
love
now.
it.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
I could tell.
Well, it's a perfect fit for me. My undergrad is in fine arts, and my master's is in education. So being director of education at the Art Center, it's the perfect fit.
Oh, right.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you like art as a child too?
Oh, since I was a very little child, I was always making things.
Were you?
Yeah,
Oh, so
drawing on the walls.
Oh, you're the one that ruined all those walls.
Well, you know what? I was fortunate. I had supportive parents. And they, instead of giving me a hard time about it, they
go right
encouraged
ahead.
it.
Yeah,
that's
very important. Yeah. Were they interested in art?
Yeah,
too?
my father was an artist.
Oh,
and he taught us oil painting in our dining room when we lived on the south side of Chicago when we were kids.
Oh,
so,
I find that hard to do, oil. I don't know.
It has its challenges. People should just come to the Art Center and take oil painting if they want.
Yeah, or what's that other one? Acrylic, I find difficult.
That's one.
I just like watercolor or straight. I could do portraits.
We do have that. We have watercolor classes. A medium a lot of people don't know about, it's called gouache. We have a class in that.
No, I'm not familiar
It's a
with
water-based paint that's like an opaque version of watercolor.
Oh,
Because we think of watercolor as so transparent. Well, there's a
Right.
more concentrated version, and it's gouache, and it's a lovely
how do
medium.
you spell that?
Gouache.
Oh,
It's one of my
mouthful.
preferred mediums as well. Yeah. Yeah. So lots to explore at the Art Center. I really hope people come and,
yeah, and I'm sure
you know, if
now.
they've been interested for a long time, this is the time to do it.
Yeah, this is it
The
now.
new spring season is upon us, and great time to
If
try
it would
new
just
things.
warm up.
Yeah. And I also want to mention, just since we're talking about new things, we have our gala coming up.
Oh.
It's called Art Awakening, so it really fits in with the spring and the newness, the renewal, and that'll take place on May 4th.
Oh.
It's a Friday evening, and it's a great way to support the Art Center by attending the gala and participating in our events.
Yeah, very good. And what else can you tell us? Anything?
Oh, wow. Well, yeah, I do want to mention we provide more than 280 need-based scholarships for individuals who want to participate
But can't afford it, like-
could use a little bit of assistance. We have scholarships
Yeah,
available.
you said some of the prices have come down on classes also.
We've listened to the public demand,
Oh,
and
right.
we have done our best
Okay, yeah.
to accommodate.
I know
So,
everybody loves money.
yeah, we're really, you know, it can be a challenge, but it's more important that people come and explore the arts, and we want to support that. That's really our mission, is to provide access.
Are the classes mainly downstairs in your building?
So we have some studios in the lower level of the building. That's where most of the classes are.
Oh,
And upstairs, though, in some of the gallery spaces, there's the Cortese Gallery, and it's a beautiful studio space.
Oh.
So we use that. We cover the floor when there's painting classes in there.
how many people are allowed usually in a class? I mean, what's the limit?
Good question. Well, it depends on the
What
number
it is,
of
too.
students. And in jewelry, for example, it's a small studio, so
Oh.
it's limited. Whereas if there's a painting class and a lot of people want to attend,
Yeah.
we can put them in a very large studio space.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, we accommodate the need.
Oh, and how long is a class like?
Could be 2.5 hours.
No,
3
I mean
hours.
the term.
Oh, okay. The spring term will be 9 weeks, and summer will be an 8-week session.
Oh,
And usually it could range between 8 and 12 weeks, depending
Oh.
on the time of year.
And
Yeah.
they have the regular classes in summer too, or not?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
do they
8-week
besides the
session.
camp,
In
or-
addition to the camp, there's regular classes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you have different ages mixed in the same, or is it all youngsters
Good
only,
question for
or-
that. We have cartooning classes on Saturdays that it's ages 9 through adult.
Oh,
So that's a real mix. Whereas most of the classes, there's the designated youth classes
yeah.
and adult classes.
Oh,
so
separate,
I would say the cartooning and the sculpey, which is a sculptural material, those classes can be for ages 9 to adult. Those are the only ones.
oh, I see.
Yeah, I think those are the only ones. There could be a photography class here and
yeah, I
there.
like
It could be
photography,
for adults and kids.
I used to take pictures of people, just surprising them. One girl broke my hand once.
Oh no!
It wasn't at the art center.
I hope
it was at
not.
another group.
Oh, dear.
She squeezed it and
She
grabbed
didn't
it
like
away
you
from me.
taking her picture, I guess.
Yeah, she didn't want to be seen, I guess. I won't
Okay.
say where it was, but anyway. Yeah, so,
Yeah.
this was great. You know so much about it, and
You know, it's an exciting place to be. Very stimulating environment.
if you're
you know,
happy, that's
and being able to
amazing.
just support the art teachers and
Mm-hmm.
create the curriculum and provide for the community. I mean, that's really what we're all about. You know,
Right.
everybody's welcome: beginners, advanced, intermediate, and all ages, all cultural interests. That's
and
what
so
we're
many
about.
things you can come to. You don't have to pay or anything.
We do have some events that are, just come. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We even have a free pop-up workshop. I think it's April 21st. It's a picture framing workshop that's free.
Oh,
So,
right.
Yeah, there's always something.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this has really been so interesting, and
Great.
learned so much about it that I didn't know.
Well, now you'll come take classes,
yeah,
Joyce.
right. No, I'm not 100 yet, but
Any age. Yeah.
oh
yeah.
no, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. If
Oh,
I get
that'd-
there,
That'd be great.
okay, good.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
glad you came.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and all of your a picture, whatever you wanted to be shown, they showed them all?
I believe they showed
Yeah, they did
most
a wonderful
of them.
job with
Yes,
hardly
they
any
did.
notice for that, and I want to thank them for that
Well,
because
thank
that
you
helped
to
us quite a bit.
everyone who helped. Yes.
Yeah, and also